I love it when I read a book and they give certain manifestation methods to apply, and they're very specific about it, like exactly how long you need to apply this technique, like the Abraham Hicks 17 seconds rule, 68 seconds. But in a book I read called Synchronicity by Dr. Kirby Surprise, he was talking about short-term memory and long-term memory. And a lot of times when we manifest things in our life, when we notice certain things that haven't manifested yet, we might haven't been paying enough mental focus on that specific desire, or we've been paying more attention to the lack thereof, to the lack of not having that desire in our life. But in the book Synchronicity by Dr. Kirby Surprise, he was explaining the difference between long-term memory and short-term memory. And the longer you focus on something, the more it would be retained in your memory. It would stay within your memory banks. And he said that the exact amount of time to focus on something for it to stay in your memory is 20 minutes. And so I applied this technique myself. And I noticed that within these 20 minutes, my mind was wandering all over the place, just like during certain meditation practices. Actually, anything you focus your attention on is basically a meditation if it helps you cancel out all the other thoughts. So if you're reading a book that's really grabbing your attention, that could be a sort of meditation. But anyway, going back to focusing on a specific desire for 20 minutes, I found it easier, especially if you're going to do it for 20 minutes, I found it easier to have some sort of symbol or some sort of a mantra to help keep your mind focused on that desire. For me, what helped me was a certain mantra that reminded me that thoughts are things. The thought of that thing that I want to manifest is a thing itself. It's like the seed, and it's attracting more and more of whatever that's relevant to help me manifest that desire. So without being too specific of what kind of desire I was applying in this manifestation technique, it had to do with my YouTube channel. And so I said that the thought of, and then I named my specific desire about my YouTube channel, is a thing itself. And then I just repeated that over and over again as much as I could within the 20 minutes. And I concentrated in my breathing. And I paid very close attention to my vibrational frequency, my emotional state. And after the 20 minutes was done, that was it. You know, I felt okay. I felt relaxed, just like any other meditation practice. But I know that whenever you do apply any kind of law of attraction technique, the next step is to be very vigilant to any kind of synchronistic events. Not only outside, but within your mind too, any kind of ideas or whatever comes to you, any kind of impulses, instincts, a hunch. And so what ended up happening was 24 hours later, about the next day, sometime the next day, remember this manifestation technique had to do with my YouTube channel. The next day, I was looking at my analytics, and it was showing some sort of special message about how I had a spike in likes. And thank you, by the way. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for the nice comments. But there was a specific day or two where I had this spike in likes, and they showed me the graph and everything. And I thought, wow, what a meaningful coincidence that I noticed something like that the very next day that I applied this manifestation technique. And that was a synchronistic event for me. And how do you know if it's the synchronistic event for you? Well, it's the way the emotional reaction that you get from it. If it feels really good, if it gives you a sense of enthusiasm, then it was meant for you. And so that wasn't the actual whole manifestation itself. It was kind of like a wink from the universe. It was a little bit of a little precursor, a little taste. So try it out. 20 minutes. Focus on a certain desire. Your mind may wander around. Be very patient with yourself. Try a certain symbol. You can write out a certain word or a certain symbol, or you can say a certain mantra over and over again that feels right. Remember, it's all about how you feel. If it feels right, then you're on the right track. Then the synchronistic events, instincts, intuition will start to come after that.